Retro racing reports from San Jose Speedway, also from Vacaville. As it happens, this particular program was from May 29th, 1960, with BCRA Midgets. They ran on the night, and the following day, big cars appeared up at Vacaville. For some reason, I have the result insert in this same program, so we'll present them both to you now. Be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, all that YouTube stuff. I do appreciate it. There are no articles in this program, but there was 2 lengthy articles in the Oakland Tribune. Large sprint field in Vacaville race. Courier founded the memorial event. This is a story by Wally Profrock, the state racing official. It was just a year ago that thousands of racing fans gathered here to watch the first annual Memorial Day auto race at the Vacaville Raceway. It was an artistic and financial success, a Charles Courier brainchild. Fans flocked to the event just as they had during many years Charlie promoted Memorial Day events. Today would have been the second annual event here under Courier's direction. Instead, it will be the Charlie Courier Memorial Race, dedicated to the memory of a man who died several weeks ago as he made plans for this event. It was in the early 30s that Courier had his first big success, with Memorial Day races on the old Oakland Speedway, his stock car races attracting huge crowds. Many felt he was taking a big gamble stage in the race the same day as the famous Indianapolis 500. However, Charlie and the drivers reasoned that only 33 can start at Indianapolis and the others would like to race somewhere else. Halted by the war and the demolition of the old track, Courier had to sit out a few years before another track was constructed near the site of the previous plant. But in 1954, that track had been surrounded by residential areas and it closed. Charlie tried various other Northern California areas before finally settling here last year. Charlie loved the outdoor life in the West, and many of his promotions were in smaller communities. Cedarville, Susanville, Quincy, Oroville, and Red Bluff were among the towns that watched his productions. Some of Charlie's kids include such well-known names as Fred Agabashian, Bayless Leverett, Butch Rose, Lenny Lowe, Tex Peterson, Dave Oliver, Herc Edwards, Hal Cole, Floyd Gilwell, and Earl Motter. Among late drivers Charlie helped out were Buck Whitmer, Rojo Jack, Billy Scheffler, Pinky Hill, and Smilin' Bill Johnson. Charlie is gone, but his warm and friendly spirit is with us here today, and the drivers will still be able to remember his standard race start remark, "Let's get 'em rolling, boys, give 'em a good race, and stay between the fences." 100-miler set for today at Vacaville by Hugh Randolph. Vacaville. More than 60 machines, the largest field of big cars ever to race in California, go to the post today at Vacaville Raceway in the 100-mile Courier Memorial Classic. Set to clash with the California Racing Association Speed Merchants for the $3,000 purse will be drivers from Washington, Oregon, Idaho, New Mexico, and Arizona. The first event, set for noon, will be qualifying sprints to determine the 33 fastest cars and Offenhauser specials that will compete in the 100-miler scheduled for about 3:15. The Western States Trophy will be run off ahead of the main event and will feature time trial leaders with the fastest cars from each state being eligible to compete. Pre-race dope has the favorite role split 3 ways among Alan Heath, Bob Mathauser, and Del Fanning. Heath, who drives out of Los Angeles in the cockpit of a Corvette-powered special, is one of the sport's most colorful drivers. He lost an arm in a racing accident and has since manipulated his car with a good right arm and a silver hook on the end of his left. The car he will be driving was the 1959 championship machine that was driven by Chuck Holst. Matt Hauser of Omaha will be wheeling an Offie Special and is considered one of the most aggressive competitors of all the drivers. He was last year's Midwest champion and is expected to repeat. The third member of the group of favorites, Vanning, is from Seattle. His machine is powered by a Ranger airplane engine tilted flat on its side, much like an Indianapolis car. Vanning is the champion of the state of Washington and a real great jockey. The dark horse entry is young Bud Sterrett, 26-year-old all-around driving genius in the wheelhouse of another Corvette-powered special. Northern California will be well represented by 4 champions in the persons of Ed Andrews of San Francisco, Bill Sullivan from Vallejo, Chet Richards of Hayward, and Gary Sahir of Oakland. With no limits on the size or make of the engines used, Railbirds will witness some of the world's top sprint drivers tooling sleek racers powered by Offenhauser's Corvettes, Chryslers, T-Birds, Cadillacs, and Pontiacs. In addition to the stock block jobs, there will be 6 Ranger airplane-powered mounts. Vacaville Raceway is on Highway 40, 5 miles west of Vacaville, between Oakland and Sacramento. Hey, this is Harold. Glad you enjoyed that video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, put your comments down below. There's a lot more where this one came from.